Okay, this IELTS speaking section example is taken from www.aehelp.com materials. So visit us there for more lessons and instructions. That address again is www.aehelp.com. This part will take about 15 minutes. There are 3 different parts. I will give you instructions for each one. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, let's start with your name, please.
My name is Orlando Guerrero.
Nice to meet you, Orlando. I'm Adrian. Where are you from, Orlando?
I'm from Caracas, Venezuela.
Okay. Now, for this section of the test, we're going to record our conversation for marking purposes only, okay?
Perfect.
All right, so for part 1, we're going to speak about a general topic. We're going to talk about the internet. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, how often do you use the internet?
I use internet quite often. I can say that I use it all days because I work with it. I work in films and design, and I'm actually using internet all the time.
Great. What are some of the sites that you visit frequently?
That's interesting. I visit a lot of sites, but the ones that I constantly visit are Gmail, YouTube, and Facebook, because I talk in Gmail with my sister in Venezuela, and I talk to my mom all days through Facebook. And yes, I talk with my mom all days through Facebook while I'm working.
Okay, great. Do you use the internet at school or at work?
I use internet, it depends, because if I'm at the school and I have to do some research or some project to do that I have to look on the internet, of course I have to. Any other ways I won't, because I'm focused on the classes. And at work, if it's something that I have to search, some studies that I have to do, and I have to go to the internet, of course I'll do it.
Okay. Is internet access commonly available in your country?
Yes, internet is everywhere in Venezuela. Everybody can have quick access through internet in Venezuela. It can be on their cell phones, iPads, cafes, or the jobs, schools. It's everywhere.
Okay, great. Why do you think people use the internet?
I think that people use internet because it's easy to access right now. Internet is getting easier and easier because, like I was telling you before, it's on the cell phones, it's on the iPads, it's in your house. So internet gives you like a quick, you can choice, and you can see what you want to do, and you can see what you can see at the computer, for example, if you want to watch a movie or etc.
All right. That's the end of part 1. Now we're going to continue with part 2. For part 2, I'm going to give you a card. There will be some questions on the card. You will have 1 minute to prepare your answer, and then when your time is up, I will ask you to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I will not interrupt you, and you cannot ask me any questions during this time, okay?
Yes.
All right. So here's the card. Your 1 minute to prepare begins now. All right, your 1 minute is up. Please begin.
Okay, I have to talk to you about my best friend. So, my best friend is called Herman, and he's like my same height, and he's a white guy, green eyes, and a little thicker than me. But I met him in university 5 years ago, and what it linked us together, it was music. I was sitting on the stairs, like writing music, and he approached to me, and it was like an instant, a natural connection that I had with my friend. And all the projects in university, we did them together, and we party. And the last project of university, we did it together too, and we got the highest score. that you can get. And he's a reliable guy. He's really nice because in any other situation that it was outside of school that I had a problem, he always had a good answer for me that actually can help me to solve my problems. So he's a really reliable and trustworthy guy that I'm lucky to have a friend like him.
Excellent. Okay, that's the end of part 2. Now we will continue with part 3. In part 3, I'm going to ask you some more questions related to the topic of friendship. Are you ready to begin?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, in your opinion, what qualities should a friend have?
For me, a good friend should be honest and trustworthy because it's such a good qualities to have to find on people, because honesty is always good and trustworthy it 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 makes it special because you can always rely on somebody when you are in a difficult situation. So for me, that's what is important.
Okay, great. Why are friends important?
Wow, it's a kind of tough question. Just give me a minute to make the idea a good idea in my head. So, friends is important because we are social by nature. So we need to be in contact with people all the time, and just to tell our feelings, to describe how we feel, to just to see what kind of things you find on somebody else that you can work or it's like friends are important because they become part of your life too.
Okay. All right, great. What types of activities do you do with your friends?
It's funny, and I actually don't have any friends that don't do sports. So my answer is that activities that I do with my friends basically are sports and then party. But you can party with everybody, but you cannot do sports with everybody. So it's gotta be sports.
All right. Are most of your friends from your childhood, or did you meet them more recently?
I got friends from my childhood, but I'm traveling a lot. So I left some really good friends in Venezuela, but I traveled to Costa Rica, so I left really good friends in Costa Rica, and now I have really good friends in Canada, and I'm glad to say that.
Excellent. And do you think it's important to have a best friend?
Another difficult question. I think it's good to have a good friend because that good friend is the one who knows a little bit more about you than all your other friends. That friend that you can rely on a really extreme situation, like if you're sick or if somebody in your family have a problem. That is the good friend that you can rely on him, so he can give you a hand in a tough moment.
Okay, excellent. What are the best places to meet new friends?
I think that I like sports a lot, like I told you before. So I enjoy the beach a lot. So while I was surfing, I figured it out that the beach is a really good place to meet friends because you don't know what can happen to you while you're doing that. So you can always have to rely on somebody that can give you a hand in a moment of in a difficult moment while you're surfing, and indirectly that person is looking after you, so to check out on you if you see that you're okay. So I actually found really good friends while I'm surfing.
Okay, excellent. Do you enjoy making new friends, or do you prefer to spend more time with your current friends?
Well, it's not that I look to make new friends, but new friends it's always fun because it's a total different person. I enjoy to have fun with my friends back in Venezuela, but once again, I'm not there anymore right now. So I'm enjoying making new friends now in this new place that I am in Victoria.
All right, great. That's the end of part 3, and that's the end of the speaking section. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of the IELTS. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, have a great day.
You too.